Hey, what's up, guys? Rideshare guy here, and today I'm going to answer a question that I actually don't get a lot, but I see it's one of the top search terms on my site, and every day a couple hundred people find my site through this search term, and it's basically where can I find the Uber driver app? Now, so as you guys know, you can obviously, as an Uber driver, you have the option of using your personal phone, or you can also rent a phone from Uber for $10 a week. Now, if you rent the phone from Uber, the app comes pre-installed on the phone, and they charge you $10 a week basically for data and for use of the phone. Now, it's an old iPhone 4, so personally, I recommend against that because you don't want to pay that $10. And in another video I have, I explain the difference of how you can operate Uber and Lyft at the same time. I'm not going to get into that now, but it is pretty easy to operate both at the same time. And personally, I think I would much rather have, if you do have a nice and newer phone, which you should as a rideshare driver, because let's face it, after your car, it's pretty much the second most important tool. So I definitely recommend you having a nice updated phone and newer smartphone. But then running it on your personal phone, basically to save on that $10 a week. So I really don't recommend you guys using that second phone from Uber. It might seem like easier, or it might seem, that it basically is going to save you money, or save you time or hassle. But you're paying that $10 a week, and you can easily invest that money if you just save up a few months worth, and you're going to come out way ahead with a much nicer phone. So that's definitely something you want to keep in mind. Now, as far as once you're ready to download the app on your personal phone, if you have an Android, it's actually pretty easy because you can find the Uber Partner app in the Android Google Play Store. So all you need to do is go to the Play Store and download it. And if you have an old Uber iPhone and you are still using that and your personal phone, sometimes you'll need to log out of your Uber iPhone in order to log in to your Uber Partner app. Now, if you're on iOS, then you actually need a special link to download the partner app because it's not available currently in the Apple Store, iOS store. So I'll leave that link in the show notes, and you guys can go and download that Uber Partner app for iPhone. Now, there are a couple little quirks. If you're on iPhone, for example, the Bluetooth doesn't work. So if you're on Bluetooth, you're playing music over Bluetooth, and you have the Uber Partner app on your iPhone, once you turn it on and once you're in driver mode, it actually, there's a couple glitches that haven't been resolved, so you won't be able to listen to music. So you can avoid this by using an aux cord or obviously playing the radio, but it is kind of a hassle. Personally, I'm on Android. I prefer Android, so that's kind of my thing. But if you are on iPhone, I know about half the drivers are. That's definitely something you want to consider, that there is that little glitch. And the other problem with the Uber Partner app on an iPhone is that you can't default to Google Maps or Waze when you're navigation. So once a rider enters their destination and you want to navigate on Android, you press navigate and you can pre-select in your settings, hey, I want to always use Google Maps, or I always want to use Waze, or I always want to use Uber Maps. And as you know, Uber Maps and Apple Maps are not the best. You always want to be on Google Maps or Waze at all times because it uses traffic information and everything is updated in much more live time. So that's a main problem with the iPhone. You can't use that auto navigate feature to use Google Maps or Waze. You can still auto navigate, but it'll use the Apple Maps, and you can try that. And personally, I would recommend just kind of taking the time and putting it into your Google Maps or Waze so that you can really avoid any of those problems. So that's pretty much it as far as on the Uber iPhone driver app.